Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Toasty podcast. So, it is Sunday, and I'm supposed to be bringing these every single Sunday. So, before we get started, I would like to talk about a little bit of what's going on in my life at the moment, and the reason why I haven't been really bringing any content, just normal life stuff. So, let's start it off with, I was sick for a little bit. That was a really bad experience. But a lot of stuff has been happening. I work a 40-hour job, as you guys know. I said that in the last podcast, I believe. I think it's been a week since I've done an actual podcast. So it's going to be a little scuffed at the moment. I don't have anything to go off of in this podcast because it deleted. Now, let me explain something, all right? Let me just get ready for this little story. All right, so this is what happened, all right? I wrote the whole entire script. Yes, I go off of scripts because it just helps me out instead of going from my mind. It's So, literally, I wrote a script on Google Docs, and normally, the Google Docs will save it. It will save everything, and I don't have to, I don't have to go back and do it or like shit like that. So, I think it was last week, maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. I recorded the whole entire podcast, perfect and everything. I was super tired. I stayed up until like 10 in the morning trying to do all of this stuff. And comes to find out that when I saved it, it never saved. Never saved. I was so irritated. And then now trying to do this, I went onto Google Docs and it's not saved. So this is going to be a really scuffed episode, and I'm actually very sorry, but let's get into it. So, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Toasty, and welcome to the Toasty podcast. If you're new, hit that sub button and subscribe. Also, I do have a Twitter now. I think it's Toasty Podcast. I'm not too sure. I'll put the link in the description. But so let me just find your guys' questions real quick because, once again, I had everything written down and it's all gone. So I need to do some quickety stuff real quick. Just give me 1 second. What the heck? All right. Let's go onto YouTube real quick. YouTube.com. So I hope everyone's having a splendid life. Hope 2020 goes really well for you guys, honestly. This is going to be like just a completely different type of episode than what I wanted it to be, in all honesty. So I hope you guys do enjoy this. Like, what I wanted it to be was like intro and then have music and stuff like that. And then just everything went downhill super quickly. And I just don't know. I literally was like, I lost my mind. I got really depressed, honestly, because the episode was so good. Honestly, it was such a good episode, and then everything just never saved, and it all went downhill. And I was like, God damn it, dude. I was like, God, why, God? But yeah, that's just my goddamn life. That is my life at the moment. But this will turn out to be an interesting one, honestly. I don't know how it's going to turn out, and like I said, I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoy this little rant, and I don't remember my password for it. God damn it, this is just my life, bro. What was my last password? Oh, maybe I do. Let's just try another way, whatever. So, as we are waiting on me to get to my password for Toasty's podcast, there's been a lot of things right now going on in Fortnite. My personal opinion, Fortnite's boring as shit. But what am I gonna say, They added search and destroy, pretty fun game mode. I really didn't like it at first because I wasn't playing with friends, but after a while playing with friends, it turned out to be really fun. And Google is not accepting my password, so this is not how I wanted the podcast to start, but let's see if we can get something in here. Nope. So I turned 21. Just want to say that I turned 21 January 28th. That is my birthday. So, happy birthday to me. Thank you guys. Thank you. But I wanted to, in all honesty, I want to become a comedian. I really do. People don't think I'm funny, but like if you hear some of the stories and the way that I like react and stuff like that, it ain't no goddamn joke. I love telling stories. I love talking crap about my own life and stuff like that. A lot of stuff in my life that happens is just absolutely crazy, and it probably shouldn't happen, but it does, and it just happens. You know what I mean? All right, let's go. We have this up. Give me 1 second. So let's see. All right. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna start now. Like I said, I have a Twitter Twitter will be down below in the description. Let me see if I can actually get my Twitter up now. Yes, this is gonna be a long episode of me just not really talking about Fortnite at the moment. But don't worry, we'll get to it. I promise you guys we will get to it. All right, so we're on Twitter. What is my Twitter name? Toasty's podcast. There's this at podcast Toasty. That is my Twitter name. Like I said, it will be in the description below. But okay. All right. We got everything set up. All right. So Dragon Beat. Here we go. Here's the questions. Dragon Beat. Yo, question for the podcast. How do you feel about Fortnite? How do you feel Fortnite has been, or why do you think Fortnite has been taking so long for the next season? Do you think they ran out of ideas, or no, they didn't run out of ideas. In my personal opinion, obviously we just had an update where they brought in a different gen, which messed up some things. Next season we're gonna have a new gen. I think it's called like the physics gen and stuff like that. So it's gonna be interesting to find out or to see what happens. But thank you, Dragon, for asking the question. Garby, podcast question. What do you think is the best thing? What do you think is the thing keeping Fortnite alive right now, and do you think it will last? Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn off my light. So the thing that's keeping actually, as we speak right now, Fortnite is going downhill. A bunch of pro players, as in Ninja and Laserbeam and all these other people, are pretty much saying, listen, I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to do anything that has to do with Fortnite. They're all playing all these other games and stuff. So Fortnite's dying really quick. Nothing's keeping Fortnite alive right now, honestly. I don't even want to play Fortnite, but I do just because my friends want to. And do I think it will last? No, not at all. So thank you for the question, Garby. Zedley said, I like these, bruh. Get questions on Twitter too. They can blow you up. Also, another thing, if you guys have any questions, please ask them on Twitter, because I will not see them unless if I go on this YouTube, and I go on this YouTube before I start just to see if there's any questions. So GGG. Question for the podcast. If you blow up on your podcast and Logan Paul asked for you to go to his, how would you respond and would you accept? So first of all, I don't really like Logan Paul, but that's just my opinion. Logan Paul is, I guess he's a good kid, a good guy, whatever the hell he is. But I mean, if I have to, sure, I'll definitely go on his podcast. It's not for views. It's not for, anything like that. Not to get clout or anything, just so I can go on there and learn and basically just learn. Ask him a couple of questions on how he got started, how he got big from doing it and stuff like that. But thank you, GGG, for asking the question. Now, question from Zedley. He says, question for the podcast. What do you think the next big game will be, and do you think Fortnite is dying? Yes, Fortnite is dying very, very, very rapidly, and we'll get into that actually. My personal opinion is just Fortnite does not respect their players, honestly. I don't think Fortnite respects their players. I don't think they've really even played until next season. But the next big game is Tarkov, and it's already out, and a bunch of streamers are already playing it. Twitch has so many views right now for Tarkov. It's actually crazy. And Tarkov's a pretty fun game. I've watched people play it and stuff like that, and it looks really good. But anyways, thank you for the questions, Edley. Cool Guy says, love the podcast, man. Keep it up. Well, thank you, my guy. That means a lot to me. So the next subject we're going to get into is we're going to talk about the World Cup 2020 and who I think will win. Now, the World Cup 2020 is a very, very tough conversation to talk about. And in my personal opinion, if they can do something to where they'll bring more players back. Obviously, announcing the World Cup was a perfect thing to do. They also just announced a PlayStation Cup. It's like a celebration cup for PlayStation or something like that. And that's gonna bring a lot of people back. See, that's what I mean. Like if there's more people on console than on PC, I think at the moment, or it's switched, but you're putting people in lobbies with other PC people, like console people in lobbies with other PC people. That should not be allowed. You shouldn't force crossplay people, because even myself, right? I do not like playing against PC people, because the fact that they have 200 and something frames, they have crazy computers that just literally, you don't have, what's it called? You don't have delay at all. On console, you have so much delay, your ping could be bad, your frames can drop to like 20, and then you're going against these quote-unquote god-tier players, and it's just like, bro, I don't want to be playing against kids like that. I don't think it's right. I don't think, I don't believe that we should have cross-platform play, and that's my personal opinion on how I feel. But them announcing the World Cup 2020, a bunch of people are going to obviously come back because of the fact that it's just a bunch of money. It's literally just a bunch of money, and people want to obviously earn that money. Like Booga last year won $3 million. Who wouldn't want to earn $3 million? Who, like, especially being a 15-year-old, having $3 million, becoming a millionaire, bro. Sorry, I burped. That is insane. That is mind blowing right now, honestly. But yeah, the World Cup 2020 is going to be different because it's going to be on a new gen and everything like that. And I don't know. I don't even think they should come out with the World Cup, because just keep on releasing like different type of tournaments for people and stuff like that. Booga said that he's going to win back-to-back. I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true at all. I think, in my personal opinion, and everyone's going to be like, wow, you're really that type of dude? Yes, I'm that type of dude. I think that Booga, the only reason why Booga won is because of the heavy sniper. And that's it. That's literally it. Just because of the heavy sniper. And everyone knows it's true. He literally made a video of it. And I would show it, but I can't because I don't have the right software. But it's just the fact that, like, man, it's so hard to determine who's gonna win, who's not gonna win. You can't. But in my personal opinion, Benji Fisher Mongrel is gonna take it this year. Honestly, Benji Fisher is out of his mind. Mongrel, the same thing as them. It's same thing as him. They're both out of their goddamn mind, honestly, and it is nuts. It is nuts watching them play. It is just crazy. And sorry, just coming off of being sick. I love it. Yeah, but that's my personal opinion on who's gonna win in the World Cup and stuff like that. So we're gonna talk about comp real quick. So with the whole entire competition situation, as in like arena and like all these new tournaments coming out, I believe that if you are going to release a PlayStation tournament, now listen, a PlayStation tournament, you should have a arena for either console only or PlayStation only. You're going to release this tournament. I think it's for like $1 million in prizes between like 7 different countries. But you're going to keep on having arena, like just regular arena, and you're not going to do anything for PS4. Like, that makes no sense to me. I think that you should have a PS4 arena and then take it out after the tournament's over. You want us to quote unquote practice, but we can't practice when we have sweaty tryhard PC players rushing us every chance that we get. We can't do anything because we have joysticks. Aim assist is OP as fuck. Yes, I understand that. But the fact that you can, a fucking PC player can drag their goddamn arm across the room and hit a shot like it's nothing is ridiculous to me. I think it is so unfair. But that is my, once again, all this is my opinion in Fortnite. This is how I feel about it. And if you guys don't like it, I'm sorry. So next thing we're going to talk about, how many people are playing Fortnite. So back in season 10, which was, I believe, season X, they reached over 250 million players. That is insane. That is nuts. As of when the Fortnite World Cup 2019 came along, 250 million players. That is nuts. That is crazy. That's so much money coming in from people buying skins. But as Fortnite progressed and it just went downhill so quickly, maybe just a couple months ago, back in I think it was season 10 before the black hole, they had about 10 million players. And now I'm looking at it now, Fortnite live player count as of now is only 5,529,709 players online. You're going to tell me they dropped, hang on, let me do the math real quick. So 250 million minus. You're telling me 244,470,291 players stopped playing the game. They stopped playing the game. That is, I don't even know what to say, because that's just crazy. 244 million players as of 2/9/20 at 3:59 p.m. stopped playing this game. That is mind-boggling, honestly. And there's only 5 million people right now. Like, compare last season to this season, right? And let's see if we can pull up something real quick. let me just find something real quick. Right here, that Denver guy, right? Shout out to him. You just go follow him on Twitter. It's at that Denver guy YT. He said Fortnite 2019 to 2018 to 2019. New weapons and locations, World Cup and tourneys, friends, storyline, and live events, creators blowing up celeb tournaments, loadout variations, siphon, mobility, chaos, and excitement. Fortnite 2020. Wagers and fashion shows. And he makes the best point ever. I've never seen someone make that good of a point. Last year, you had all this stuff. You had people blowing up out of nowhere and stuff like that. But now the only thing that we can do is box fights, fashion shows. It's just like, dude, you leave us with nothing. Fortnite just leaves us with literally nothing. And I believe Ninja said something. Hang on. Where is it? Yeah, with the new banning system, so for the new banning system, it says throughout last year, players have been sending or receiving signals more commonly during official Fortnite competitions, to the point where many players are confused among the ruling. Fortnite 2020 starting 1/20/20, which was a month ago, I guess. We are taking action against any kind of in-game communication between opponents via signaling and in official tournament matches. This includes, but is not limited to, pickaxe swinging, emoting, toy tossing, and jumping. Ninja's look on this. I can see where Epic is coming from. As a spectator, seeing teams and players rotating and not shooting and swinging pickaxes can seem odd, but with no rotation items at all, professional players understand when the time is to fight. Also, jumping, best way to dodge snipes. I totally agree with that 100%. Now, the thing is with me, right? I don't believe that is particularly correct. They added launch pads into the game Thursday. Awesome, you added a launch pad. Woo, cool, congrats. You didn't add it to fucking arena. You added it to a regular game mode. What are we supposed to do? What are the people who play tournaments and who play arena supposed to do when they have two people coming at them? They're supposed to just try to turbo build? No, you can't do that. Add a fucking launch pad. Add something into the goddamn game where you have rotation. Where you have no rotation no matter what you do. It's fucking annoying. Like, you shouldn't have people go against each other in like a tournament and not have rotation, not have movement, not have nothing. But yeah, let me just add it into like a regular fucking game. Like, no, dude, that's not what you do, bro. That's not what you do. But like the way that Fortnite could change and be better in Fortnite is I don't even know at this point. They've lost so many players, honestly. I just don't know. I really don't. Maybe don't force console people to play with PC people. Don't, just do shit that isn't going to affect people. Listen to people. Listening is the biggest thing that Fortnite has a problem with. And it affects their game. Like I said, 244 million players stopped playing the game as of 4:03 p.m. to 9:20. Or yeah, that's not okay. That's not. You went from 250 million players to 5 million players. And actually, I'm going to see if that went down. Hang on. Oh, it jumped up to 6 million. Still, it's like the amount of people on, it's between 7 million and 5 million people at the moment. And I think if you do certain things, as in listening and stuff like that, to the community, it would be better. That's my opinion. It would be better. The game would be just 100 times better than what it is now. And I just, like, I don't even know if they can bring their game back because of how badly they fucked up. Honestly, I really don't. But next thing we're going to be talking about is the next season and what can happen and why. So let me see here. Sorry, I have to look everything up because once again, I had it and now it's gone. I spelled expect so wrong, but it's whatever. Let's see. So as we know of, Season 2, Chapter 2 has been extended to the 20th of March. February. Jesus Christ. We are expecting a couple of map changes, new locations and stuff like that. The middle island is probably going to be turning gold. Let's see. Season 11, Chapter 2, Season 1. Sugar. So let's see. Supposedly Steamy Stacks is supposed to melt down. That's supposed to be one of the events, but I don't believe it. But yeah, like, there's really we have no idea what's coming. They released a Harley Quinn thing, which was pretty cool, but literally we have no idea what's coming for next season. All we have is leaks, but that's not gonna help us at all. It really isn't. Like, what are leaks gonna do? It's not gonna do anything. Like, unless if the leakers know for 100% sure that that's gonna happen, they don't know anything. Oops, sorry, I just hit my mic. They really don't. But I mean, supposedly we're supposed to be getting a 2-week event, and that's about all we know. That's literally all we know at the moment of right now. The middle island is supposedly supposed to be turning gold. All we can do at the right now is just imagine what season 2 could be next, or what could be next for season 2. We know that they're going to be adding a new engine, which is called the Chaos Physics engine. But that's about it. That's all we know. But That will be the end of this episode. I know it was a really really scuffed episode, and I just want to say I'm really sorry. But like I said, my Twitter will be in the description, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. So Toasty's podcast signing out. See you guys later. Have a good day. Have a rest. Yep. See you later.